Alrighty, folks, time to break down SoFi stock. We're going to go over the charts, how it's doing today, and mind you, right now it's pretty much at break even, down 0.2%, but earlier in the day, it was up a good chunk. It almost hit 980, and it actually took out the highs from yesterday. So like always, guys, we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, some key levels that I'm looking at, and maybe later in the video, we'll break down the market, some other stocks I'm looking at as well. But before we do that, don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo. Once you open up your account using that link down below, and you simply fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And if you fund your account at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And mind you, each of those are valued up to $2,000. And if you fund it with at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this promo insane. So use that link down below. And of course, that is an affiliate link. Full disclosure, it does help out the channel. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So right now, like I said, SoFi is pretty much at break even. It's only down 2-3 cents, down barely 1/3%, guys. It's at $9.40. And the sell-off, excuse me, guys, really started kicking in about about an hour and a half ago, roughly at about 1:30, 1:45 p.m. on the East Coast, heading into 2. And now it's about, 3:30 p.m., so we're halfway through power hour. So the sell-off started at around, like I said, 1:32 p.m., and it sold off fairly quickly, guys, from 970. Now we're down to 940, so it is down around 2.5%, 3%, more like 3% over the past hour, hour and a half, and we are now testing a big level of support on SoFi. You guys can see on the intraday chart here right where we are right now at 940, 945. That's where we held at close pretty much yesterday, right before the close, and we also double bottom there in the morning. You guys can see today, right at open, we hit 940, and right at about 9:45 a.m., 9:50, we hit 940 again, excuse me, guys, and we ended up rallying off that point. We hit 978 at that point, which that hit in the middle of the day pretty much at about 12:30 p.m. on the East Coast, and that brought us above the highs from yesterday, well above the highs actually from yesterday, being around 950, 955. We hit that point at 2 p.m. on the East Coast yesterday, and again, clearly we got way above that. So the fact that the bulls broke out of the highs from yesterday right off the bat, guys, that's really bullish in my eyes. Even though we're down currently about 0.4, almost 0.5%, now we're down 4 or 5 cents. You know, it's still pretty bullish, the fact that we took the highs out from yesterday. And if the bulls, let's say, hold 940, like I said earlier in this video, that's a big spot, big level of support. We might end up rallying into close, maybe. That's possible. Or maybe at some point tomorrow, maybe we bounce off of it, right? This is not just a level I'm watching for today, for the rest of the day, but of course for tomorrow and for days to come. The mid-9s, that's a big spot for the bulls, and you guys can see that on the 5-day chart as well. We didn't hold 930, 940 just today and yesterday. It was also the day before that, and pretty much all the days here on the 5-day, 5-minute. And if I pull up the 10-day, 30-minute chart, you guys can see what we have right here. Arguably an inverse head and shoulders forming on this time frame. If I show you guys that, we have the left shoulder, the head, and then we have the right shoulder right here. Boom, you guys see that? And it looked like we kind of got pump fake there, guys. It looks like it tried to break out of 975 earlier today, which actually was the high now that I'm looking at this from a couple of days ago, the 21st of July, 4 days ago. So we failed breaking out of there. We kind of got pump faked, and now it's back to the mid-9s. Again, this spot's huge. We're actually testing the 934, 5, 940 level right now in real time. So let's see if we bounce off that point and maybe see some sort of completion in this right shoulder and the inverse head and shoulders. Will we do that? Will we not? I don't know. But I'm watching it very closely right now as, SoFi is arguably getting a bit oversold, especially on the intraday chart. You guys can see we also have a divergence here, a bullish divergence on the intraday chart. So let's see how it plays out over the next 30 minutes, guys. Do we rally into close? Do we, fizzle out a little bit more? We'll see. We'll wrap back around here in a couple of minutes. And of course, we have the 4-hour chart, inverse head and shoulders as well, which I covered, I believe, in the last video. You guys probably remember that. We have the left shoulder right there, the head's right here, boom, and we have the right shoulder right there. Now all we have to do, of course, is start breaking back out above 950, 75, $10, and that's where the right shoulder could really start to make a move back over $10 plus, guys. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And let me quickly get this the trend line tool back up. There we go. So let me look now quickly at the overall markets. It looks like the NASDAQ is doing very well, which is expected. At the time that I'm making this video is 3:30. So we're about to get a lot of earnings, guys, today after the bell, which you all probably saw if you caught my last video, which if you didn't, why'd you miss it, guys? Are you not subscribed? I think 65% of you actually are not subscribed. And if that's you, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free, and we're almost at 30,000 subs. I think we're like 500-600 subs away, so we could get that probably by the end of this month. Maybe, possibly. So make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all as always. So the reason why the NASDAQ is up a good chunk right now, we're talking up almost 1%, probably earlier it was up over 1%, is because of these earnings coming up. We have Microsoft coming up today after the bell, which right now, let me pull it up and show you guys, Microsoft is up about 1.56%. So it's doing fairly well right now in anticipation of earnings as they're coming out here in about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And we also have Alphabet after the bell, which you all know, and this stock is up 1.2% in anticipation of earnings. And let me tell you guys, I'm super pumped as this is my biggest individual stock holding. And last time they reported, which the past doesn't necessarily indicate what's going to happen in the future. It doesn't. But just for fun, let's look at what happened last time they reported. This stock ended up going crazy in the weeks and days, really the days and weeks afterwards. You guys can see they reported earnings on, let me see, the 25th of April. And by the middle of May, they started taking off into the end of May. You can see it got all the way up to about 125, and now we've been consolidating in that range, which, funny enough, is what we did last time they reported, before they reported. Then they ended up breaking out. So will we see a great quarter from Google again, to the point where we break out of this channel that we're in and maybe start going to new highs? It's possible, guys. It's possible. And no, I'm not in this as a trade. This is a long-term investment. I've held the stock for years at this point, and I truly believe in the future, or else I would not be investing in Google, and I do have faith in this company long-term. And if it crashes after this earnings report, do I care, guys? No, because again, I'm a long-term investor with this stock. If anything, I would consider buying more shares if it were to dump back to the lower hundreds, especially under 100, which is where I was buying Google earlier this year, and I'm up a good chunk on those shares that I was buying earlier this year, which I think it was mostly in February, March. Then of course it took off after that. So Alphabet I'm watching very closely heading into the aftermarket. What else is moving here today, guys? Looks like Nvidia and AMD are moving as well. Nvidia is up around, let me pull it up. It is up 2.6% right now, up around $11, $12, and they report earnings in a couple of weeks, guys. Actually, pretty much in a month. So they have another month until earnings come out. And this stock looks like it's bouncing off the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. Does it not? Same thing here with Advanced Micro Devices. Well, it's not quite yet above the moving averages, but it does look like it is fighting at a higher low. You guys see that? And we're fighting at the moving averages right now, which if we do start breaking above 115.16, that's where we could start taking off to the upside on AMD. So let me actually wrap back around, and I just set my alert at 116 on AMD. Let me wrap back around to Sofi and see what it's looking like right now. Ooh, now it's down 1%, so it's down even more from before. Wow, look at that, guys. It's really starting to slip here heading into close. You can see now we're starting to take out the lows from this morning. Yeah, we're under those lows officially. We double bottomed at about, where was that? Let me see. We double bottomed at, let's see, $9.40 this morning, and now we're at $9.35 officially. Now we're down 10 cents, down over 1%. So let's see what happens now when we approach 9.30, which is actually to the dot the low from yesterday. That's a big spot here. for SoFi. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video later on today, but for sure tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. Just use that link down below. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks right off the bat. And if you fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And fund your account at least $5,000 on top of those 15 stocks. You also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Expedia stock, which makes this a no-brainer. So use that link down below. And of course, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.